back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John. Today we are with Jackson, and we are going to be unboxing the Furch Green Master's Choice right after this. Well, here we are one more time, Jackson. We're going to talk about guitars. You know why? Because we have them in our hands.
Because we have the best guitars in our hands right now.
Well,
subjectively,
I mean,
the best.
What does that mean about all the other ones that we don't have in our hands?
They're the best also. The ones that we carry. We got the best ones.
We always have the best ones. No matter what, we have the best ones. Anyway, before we get too much further, please make sure to push the button for the like, the subscribe, the thumbs up, the dinging bell, all those things that you can do, and please comment down below. The more you guys do that, the more we get to continue to do this. And I guess if you didn't like this, don't do that. I don't know.
Don't listen to John. Just keep doing those things. Just keep doing those things because it keeps us going.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only way we can keep doing this.
We like putting food on the table.
Anyway, also, if you do like and want to hear some more performance of what we did, it was kind of some weird hybrid of some sort of
yeah, it was like a Prince Purple Rain kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the links for that video are going to be down below, so you can check that out. And then if you don't want to listen to us cackle and talk about guitars and make fun of each other, you can skip all the way to the end of this video where you can hear the tone samples of this particular one. So now that we got that out of the way, let's let the hilarity begin.
Yes.
And I don't know which one.
Actually, I think it's ending right about now.
All right. So we are going to talk about Furch guitars.
Yes.
Again, a brand that a lot of people aren't as familiar with. I first heard of them years ago when we were actually in the Czech Republic, and saw
went to the Czech Republic without me?
I've been everywhere.
They went without me.
Yeah, I would go everywhere without you if I could. Anyway.
Fair enough. I can't say I blame him.
No, it's just the smart way to travel.
Right, well, yeah.
Anyway, Furch guitars are from the Czech Republic, build some amazing things, and are also more in that modern feel. When is this like your beginning runs with Furch guitars, or?
So yeah, I was not familiar with Furch before I started working with you guys, but it's quickly become one of my favorite brands, actually.
He's actually developed a love affair for a guitar, which we had in here, which was a vintage. Believe it or not, of all guys to fall in love with a vintage. Vintage 1, I believe, was in here.
Vintage
correct?
1D,
Yeah.
and you know, it's the one that got away.
It is.
You know, and I really loved that guitar. I talk about it every day.
He does,
literally
actually.
every day.
I think he's actually romanticized it to the point that there will never be a guitar he will fall in love with as much as the imaginary guitar that he somewhat remembers.
The one bit of advice, if you're going to work in a guitar shop, do not get personally attached to any of the guitars because they will not be there forever.
Hopefully, that is actually our goal.
That's the point. I get that, but at the same time, it's I want one of those guitars. I'm going to get one of those guitars, guys.
But
next time you see me, I'll have one.
This one is a little bit different than that one, but still an absolutely fabulous guitar.
Yes.
If you are not familiar with Furch, they do their stuff in color schemes.
Yes.
Not in actual color schemes, but they actually label them and group them in colors. This particular one is the green, which will get you a Sitka spruce top, rosewood, Indian rosewood sides and back, bound. This particular one has a gorgeous sunburst. It is actually one of my favorites. I love the modern looks and sound, actually, of the Furch guitars. They do some really, really cool things, including onboard electronics, which have all the controls and the stuff in here. In this case, it's going to be an Element Stage Pro, which is really nice. Give you a 3-band parametric volume. I think there's a little notch filter as well as a phase button. So
love it.
and then tuner too. So
yeah,
you get all that all built into the guitar. One of my favorite features of this is actually something you won't see, which is their CNR technology. Basically, they have a carbon reinforced truss rod in here. So you have a carbon rod that can actually be adjusted. It also has kind of this aluminum block that actually attaches where they do their bolt-on for the neck as well. So that basically, all that to be said is, it is one of the more stable guitar necks out there. Like I said, it is rigid because of the fact that it has carbon reinforcing it, but it can be adjusted. Because one thing I've learned over years is, yes, a piece of metal, like is in a truss rod or something, will not move, but the wood around it will. So
Yeah, a little bit.
it's just the way that happens. I can't help it. You're under tension. It's going to move. So even though it is very, very stable and very stiff, eventually it will move so that you can adjust that back out of it again, which is a really cool thing. Anything that you want to talk about specifically on this particular guitar?
Well, playability on all the Furch guitars is just fantastic out of the box. I gotta say, all of them that we've gotten that I've personally played have been just fantastic. Once they're over here, I'm over here. Before it even hits the shop, I'm over here playing them.
He actually was in this particular
literally any Furch guitar that comes through here, I'm going to play first, okay? So, that's just how it's...
So you are correct. Their setup is probably out of the box one of the lowest factory setups of any of the acoustic brands we have.
Yes.
In case, let's kind of delve into that just a little bit. In case you don't know, setups do two different things. Obviously, playability is affected, and with the lower action, it's easier to press, easier to get your notes clean and get them accurate. Now, this does come at a sacrifice, and something that we talk about all the time at the shop with different customers, which is in pick gauges, in string gauges, in setups. The heavier the setup is, or higher off the board that string action is, you're going to get more volume, you're going to get more roundness to the tone, and you're just going to get an overall more punch to that guitar. That said, nobody just wants to have all the punch in the world and can't make it play and make notes come out.
We're not playing slide, all right? We're trying to fret these. We're trying to fret these strings.
Yeah. So everything has to come at its at a plus or a minus, basically. Yeah. So as we do a lower setup, obviously we're going to lose some of that volume, the low end, the roundness, and the punch of that overall tone, but we will gain playability. Yes. Every person has a different place where they make that happen. Again, strings, I say the same thing for this, picks, all of this it's a teeter-totter. One thing you give up gains you something else. So for every person, that's going to be a different spot. For Jackson, you prefer the lower setup.
Guys, don't let these guys know, but I play electric guitar a lot, all right? Don't tell these guys that. But I do love a lower action. And honestly, out of the box, I really don't feel like you're sacrificing much tone out of having a lower action. That's just my personal opinion, of course, but I gotta say, this particular guitar, when I got it out of the case, started messing around with it, I was very, very impressed with it. The one that got away, that's a rubbed finish. This is a high gloss finish, and honestly, really, really gorgeous looking sunburst. I mean, guys, it's killer. Yep. I mean, I just love it.
They do, and again, very affordable price. Furch does a great job at getting you a guitar that is very affordable with all the bells and whistles. If you're looking for more of that modern style of acoustic guitar build, such as in the Taylor world or those types of guitars, I would definitely put this in there. You will find that you'll spend quite a lot less to get the same value in a guitar, yet get features that you're not going to get from any other brand. Right. They're very well done, very detailed, very well set up. Out of the box, again, Furch does a great job. This is actually one of my favorite models. I know I should be, you're into the vintage one. I know I should be more of a vintage fan, and I think those are absolutely fabulous guitars too, don't get me wrong. But I really do, this is actually probably my favorite model besides the red that we have had in here.
I didn't get to experience that one. Now, I will say green, their green series, that's probably their upper mid-range, possibly.
I would say that.
I'm not familiar with all of their colored series, of course, but the green series here, I mean, as compared to something like a Taylor, you're gonna spend quite a bit less and get, I feel like, quite a bit more out of it, honestly. I mean, that's
I would agree with that assessment. I think you're going to get quite a bit. It comes with the Hicks-Cox cases.
Oh, those are so nice.
1 3/4 nut on this as well. Very comfortable. They have a special finish on their necks, actually, that feels very, very comfortable. Very, very slick. So if you're more into that, I personally like a little more gloss to mine, but this actually feels really, really good. Overall, like I said, a modern guitar shape, a modern guitar look and sound. If you're, like I said, there's vintage style guitars, there's more modern guitars. If that's what you're looking for, I would definitely put Furch on that list. Definitely. And I would check out the green series as well. Absolutely. I think there's a lot. So quick rundown one more time. Sitka spruce top, Indian rosewood sides and back, of course mahogany neck. 1.75" nut width with that very cool CNR system, carbon reinforced neck. Does come with electronics LR bags with actual controls on the side. It's an Element. And like I said, lots of great features in a beautiful package. Definitely one to check out. So here you can hear a little bit of it, what it sounds like.
Hey, thanks for watching that video that we just did. I'm gonna make this universal so we're gonna use it on all the videos.
Good
I hope
man.
you enjoyed that thing that I said. And if you'd like to see more things like that, then subscribe down below where it says subscribe. You'll be notified anytime we do another video.
And while you're at it, make sure to check out our website, theacousticshop.com. We have free shipping on most products and one of the best return policies in the country.
We know what it's like to buy an instrument online. You never know what you're gonna get. When you get it, if you're not happy with it, send it back to us. We're not gonna be mad at you.
No.
We'll be a little disappointed in you, but not at all. We want you to find the right instrument, and there's no way to know until you try it. So we encourage you to try it out, play it, and then if it's not the right fit, we'll find the one that is.
There we go.
Also, be sure to comment down below. We love to interact with you guys. It's not a one-way street here.
No.
You get to say things, we get to say things back to you. If we say mean things, we're gonna say mean things back. So.
We may or may not do that. Anyway, we thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.